We putting work, turning nothing into something. They feelings hurt, we turning nothing into something. Give a fuck if they don't like me, cause all this bread I count excites me. Turning nothing to something, nothing into something. Turning nothing into something.
What up, what up, what up, what up, what up? What's going on, everybody? What is going on? Oh, man, hope everybody's had a good Sunday fun day. And it turned out to be half fun for myself, right, as a sports fan. We're talking about sports here. As you know, your boy's a Mets and Giants fan. Giants gave you some little excitement. I didn't watch, to be honest with you. I actually slept through both games. Saw a couple of highlights in the box score as far as the Mets game today. But the Mets finally won. The Mets finally won. Thought it was never going to happen, man. We thought it was never going to happen. But we finally get a win today after, man, it's been a tough week and a half, 2 weeks, but really a tough 3-4 months, and it's not over. We don't know what the hell is going to happen with this team. We're now down to our last 12 games. Hey, Lynn, what's going on? Down to our last 12 games, and I've been asking for a while now in the spaces, and the last live I think I mentioned it is there enough time for this team to figure it all out? Is there enough time for this team to find that it that's been lacking, that's been elusive, that they haven't been able to find this season? See, last season, this team had a lot of it. What's it, Hector? I don't know. It is whatever you want it to be. It is whatever you want it to be. But I'll tell you what ain't it is the 2025 Mets so far. The 2025 Mets haven't been it. And they've had no mojo. They've had really, let me say no identity, but that's not true. They've had an identity, just one that we don't like. One we haven't enjoyed. Because honestly, if we're honest right now, it's the identity of a bad team. They do everything a bad team does. Consistently find ways to lose. That's what the 2025 Mets do. But I've been asking myself, especially the last couple of days, can the Mets find it? I really have come to the conclusion that the Mets just don't have it, especially after last night. When you lose a game the way that the Mets lost that game last night, well, we have the Edwin Diaz experience. And again, the Edwin Diaz experience could be good, it could be bad. The Edwin Diaz experience could come with a blown save at the worst possible time. Doesn't mean that Edwin Diaz is not good. Doesn't mean that we don't like Edwin Diaz. It just means that we're honest. We're bluntly honest. And the Edwin Diaz experience, you never know what you're going to get. Well, yesterday was not good. Just wasn't good. Wasn't fun. But what's it? Shout out to my boy Randy. Did a nice video on X today, this morning. Imploring Met fans, you gotta believe, Met fans, you gotta believe. We got X amount of games left. We got this, and that. And I responded, Randy, believe? What do we gotta believe? What do we gotta believe? Honestly, we ain't gotta do a damn thing. And I'm having fun, right? But we ain't gotta do a damn thing. What needs to happen is this team needs to wake the hell up. But believe. What do you believe? What's there to believe right now? That's my question to you, Met fans. What do you believe right now? Because many people have different beliefs. Some people believe this team is done. Some people believe even if this team survives and makes it into the playoffs because everybody else stinks, that there'll be an early knockout, early exit in the playoffs, one and done, maybe not even win a game. What do you believe? What's there to believe? You got to believe what? Oh, it's that blind belief, right? That blind support. We're going to support this team no matter what. Well, I'm going to do that. I do that on the regular. You know, I'm at these games. I'm watching these games. I know. I just said I slept through the game today. What do you want from me? I worked through the night. What do you want from me after going to the game and taking a brief nap? So that I could come home early enough to take a nap and then watch the game, but nah, that didn't happen because I commit to do it a pregame space. So I do the pregame space, which I probably shouldn't have done, and taking a nap and then watch the game. But hey, we like to talk to the people before the game, get the temperature. I ain't talked to too many people today, but the temperature was, But what do you believe, Met fans? What do you believe? Tell me. If you're on X, remember, if you're on X and you want me to see your comments, please, don't just comment on the pop-up of the stream. You have to actually go into the stream and place the comment in there, and then it pops on the screen here, and we can share it with everybody, and they can see what the hell we're talking about. Or go over to the YouTube and comment in there, and again, we can all see it. If not, then it takes too much work for me to get all the comments from everywhere else. If you're just commenting on the post of the video instead of going into the stream itself. Because I want to know, what do you believe right now? I really do. You gotta believe. Where the hell is it? It was here. Where the hell is the shirt? Guess not. Thought I had it handy. My guy Ken chimes in right away, wasting no time. With a blunt thought, I believe this team is the worst coached, the worst managed team in all of baseball. Listen, right now, that is fair. Let's go there. There's people that have had that belief for a long time. There's people that can't stand Carlos Mendoza. There's people that have stopped talking to me, amongst other things, because we don't see eye to eye on Carlos Mendoza. Or there's people that won't come into space because they feel like they can't criticize Carlos Mendoza because Carlos Mendoza supposedly and I have a relationship. What relationship? We've had 3 conversations. 4 conversations. 1 conversation, really. 3 little hi, whatever. My guy Samuelito says, I believe everyone was panicking, 1 series at a time. Well, listen, Samuelito. Come on, man. I get it, 1 series at a time. But when we talk about series, this team played 9 series in August and went 3-6. 3-6 in 9 August series. This team did. Hey, what's up, Lynn? Can't get on Pete today. Pete came through. Pete came through. Hey, and while you guys are on the YouTube, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. Help a brother out. But this team went 3-6, Samuelito, in those series that we're talking about in August. In September, what the hell are they? As I lose track. What do we got here? Won the series with the Tigers, lost the series to the Reds, lost the series to the Phillies, and now lost the series to the Rangers. So what is that? 1, 2, 3, 4 series, 1 and 3 in September in series. 1 series at a time. I hear you. 1 series at a time. Shout out to my guy Petey, who says Pete Alonso might have saved the season 2 years in a row. Just might. He just might have. And listen, you know how we do in Blunt Thoughts. We're all over the place, especially when Kweisi starts popping comments in, and now you guys are taking me all over the place. But obviously, we know what we've been dealing with. And who the hell wants to talk about bad? Who wants to talk about bad? I'm sure some people are expecting Hector to go here, and let's go see Hector crash out. I'm done with the crash outs. Honestly, I've been exhausted. I've been exhausted by this team lately. I've been exhausted by this team. I don't even want to talk about it. People call me, people text me, I ignore them. They call me, I give them short answers. I told my boy Jack the other day, like, yo, Jack, check this out, dude. I just don't got it, bro. I'm sorry. I got to go. I can't do it. I can't do it. Joe this morning, he sensed it. He said, man, I'm sorry. I'll let you go, Heck. I can't do it. It's the same conversation over and over. Carlos Mendoza, who was great last year, or not, let me not say great, because there were flaws, and we chalked it up to growing pains, right? First time doing the job. But it seemed like last year, every button he pushed was the right button. It seemed like last season, he was managing what we like to say from his gut, right? And I say this all the time, man. From the beginning of times from when baseball started, there's always been information. The managers always had information, but whether it be in his brain, and then little by little as it evolved and they gathered information, they kept stats and whatever the case may be, right? And as you had coaches and bench coaches and all that evolved, you took information from them. And maybe the front office chimed in a little bit. Shout out to everybody coming in, man. Share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Let the people know we're here. I know there's other options, but ain't no better option. Ain't no blunter option. We don't play games here. Anyways, stop talking trash, Heck. But that's always existed. But now we get caught up with the whole analytics thing and everything like that. And it's like, oh, is it Mendoza really managing? Are they telling him what to do? I was having this conversation in the pregame space earlier today. Hey, Cindy, how you doing? Having this conversation in the pregame space today. What's up, Jacob? And like I'm saying, yeah, there's more information now. And now there's an analytics department. What I'm wondering now is last season, it seemed like Mendoza had this information, but he was still managing from his gut. He was still managing the game as it was playing out in front of him and making adjustments as he went along while still using maybe the game plan, right? Even in 1945, the manager had a game plan. It's always been like that. I hear you, Ken. F analytics. I hear you, my brother. But they've always been there. Just a little bit more now. Again, problem I have this season is, and I don't know if it's because moves weren't working, and then now he's like, you know what? How the hell can I manage with my gut when everybody's letting me down? And I got people like Ken and others talking about how bad I am and how I don't know what the hell I'm doing and how I can't manage a bullpen. And listen, some of that is fair. There have been moves. Let me tell you something. that game against the Rays where he pulled Clay Holmes, and a lot of people were upset, and I dismissed it. I was wrong. Some people cautioned about how that could snowball. Can I say that it didn't? Can we say that it definitively did? You could go either way, but something happened. We haven't been right since. We haven't been right since. And it's been domino effects. And you see domino effects. The bullpen, the starters. So he's made mistakes. Taking Sprout out yesterday. As Lynn says, or the sister of the night says, it was some analytics BS. But Mendoza tells us it was because his velocity was down. That's a whole different dynamic altogether. Because now what are we doing? Are we sending him for MRI? Are we sending? But he seemed like, oh no, he's fine. He's perfectly fine. You took him out the game because his velocity was down. You were concerned. Now, what was the concern? Was the concern just really that, oh, he's losing it tonight? Or it's like, man, we can't let this guy get hurt? I don't know. It damn sure was, Brandon. It damn sure was. And it's something that's bothered me is his idea of being aggressive has always been this season to go to the damn bullpen. And it's again yesterday, why the hell are we in a rush to go to this bullpen that's been letting you down? Because you had it laid out that if we get this lead, if we're here, we're there, we're going with this, we're going with that, we're going with that. And this brings me back to what I was trying to say is, has he gotten to the point? Because so many guys have faltered. And there's so many buttons, or every damn button almost that he's pushed has been the wrong button. So is he at the point now where it's like, you know what? I'm going to go by the book. I'm going to go by the notebook. And whatever's in the book for today, I'm going to do that. Because then the analytics, David Sturs, they can't blame me. Blame your damn plan. And that's a whole other different conversation as well, too. Because are you doing that because you're not seeing eye to eye? Are you doing that because you're not happy with what they're giving you? Do you feel restricted? Are you scared? See what I'm trying to say? So what the hell do we believe? I've been saying for the last week, 2 weeks, there's more questions than answers. You watch this team every day and you come away with more questions than answers. Oh, no, there's answers, Hector. You just don't like them. You damn right we don't like them. What's there to like? What's there to like? I felt the same way, Brandon. With yesterday's loss, the way they lost, some of their comments that we're tired of hearing. Like some of their comments that we're tired of hearing. I'm tired of Carlos Mendoza every day telling me about those are good players back there. Those are good players in there. Those are talented players in there. I am tired of that. I said that in the space today. Guys, what do you want him to say? You don't have to tell me that. Say everything else you said without telling me you have good players. What's good? Listen, I'm right there with you. As upset as I am, shout out to my guy Cousins who said the same thing earlier today in the space. As upset as we are, as frustrated, as disappointed, whatever we may think of this team, whatever you may believe, even if you believe that they're a first round knockout and if they're lucky to win a round, they're not going to go any further than that. Damn, the audio's bad, Alex. Let me know if that got better. But whatever you believe, if they do make it into the playoffs, we'll be right there. We'll be right there rooting for them. hoping for the impossible. So yeah, call me silly too, call me whatever, call me naive. But that's what we are. That's what fandom is, man. You have hope till you can't hope no more. Hope may not be a strategy. Hope may not be a strategy as our great owner whom we haven't heard for a while. Where the hell is he? Where's David Stearns the last few days? Hope is not a strategy, but as fans, hope is all we have. That is all we have. And you know how we do here on Blunt Thoughts. Every now and then, we like to share audio. So we're talking about hope, and this is coming out of nowhere. But just as that came to mind, and the owner says, no hope. Hope is not a strategy and all that good stuff, right? Our great Juan Soto had a message for us Met fans yesterday as he was asked a question. He was asked a question in the press conference yesterday, and then the question was what his message would be to Met fans, right? Let me see that again, Quays. What his message would be to Met fans. Being pessimistic isn't a strategy either. Jazz, you've been commenting and stuff on my stuff lately. And listen, I appreciate your optimism, I guess. I guess you want to say that I'm pessimistic. I'm just being real, man. You watching this team? Or you want to be delusional? You want to ignore the 11-17 record in August. You want to ignore the 4-9 so far in September. You want to ignore, I lose count of the 18-17 games under 500 that we are since June 13th. So I'm being pessimistic or I'm being real? Should I say that you and the positive fans or whatever are being delusional? Would that be fair? You could call me pessimistic. Can I call you delusional instead of optimistic? Give me a reason to believe besides that, oh, it's baseball. Anything can happen. Give me a real, legitimate reason to believe that this team is legit. I want to hear it. Give it to me. Or I want to read it. Let me have it. Besides, you gotta believe. And I'm not telling you I'm quitting. I'm not telling you this team is no good. Well, they are no good for the most part. This is what they've shown us. The record says what you are. You are what the record says you are, right? The great Bill Parcells said that, right? Hey, Miriam, what's up, man? We got to stop burying our hands in the sand. There have been too many blown leads and too many missed opportunities. That's just the reality. I called WFAN last week. BT and Sal. I get to the point where I'm asking Sal the same thing. What is this delusion that you have going on right now? This confidence. Are you watching the same team I'm watching? Like, what are we doing here? What are we doing here? That's what gives you confidence. Who do you trust? What do you trust? You trust Edwin Diaz? And as he likes to do, of course, he hangs up. Oh, if you don't trust Edwin Diaz, then what are we talking about? Edwin Diaz. He talked about how great Edwin Diaz was. What's up, Sal? I know you ain't watching. I texted him last night. You still trust Edwin Diaz? I'm still waiting for a response. I know you're busy. But I know you saw it. Just like I know you saw that blown save. Or whatever the hell was going on. I don't even remember. So, what is there to believe? What am I supposed to believe? And the guy that I thought was an ace, David Peterson, whom we've needed to step up, and has done anything but that. in his last whatever starts. What do I believe? Believe in the bullpen that we boasted. Okay, we're not gonna go get any starters. Oh, the famous if the season ended today. If the season ended today. If the season ended today, I don't need to believe. You don't need to believe. The season is a marathon. Tell me something I don't know, though. Tell me something I don't know. We ride the wave. We ride the roller coaster, ups and downs. But it's been more downs than ups. Can we be real? Thank you, Miriam. See, some of us give our honest opinion as to how we feel about the team at the moment. I know some people go overboard. Maybe you feel I do. I do that as well. Some feel like, oh, you got to be positive at all times. Okay, that's going to really actually change the outcome. As my guy Jeffrey Van Wagenen chimes in, again, is this a real reason to believe though? Because everybody else sucks. Well, it's okay that we suck because everybody else sucks. That doesn't give me comfort. I'm gonna be the best of the bums. The best of the bums. I forget. Remember, I used to have that running joke with my peoples. I forget what the hell it was about. No, I'm gonna be real. I'm letting it play out, and I'm talking about it as it plays out. Or else, then I just stop doing this. Or else, there's just no blunt thoughts. There's no watch alongs. There's no men's talk unfiltered. But as long as there's blunt thoughts, we're gonna be blunt. We're gonna be blunt. Listen, and today was good. Today ended well. Today ended well. As our new ace, Nolan McLean came out there and did the damn thing. Let's see, what did he do today? Was it 6 innings? Let's see here. What do we got? I think my guy Kweisi fell asleep. Yeah. 6 innings, 5 hits, no runs, 7 strikeouts, 2 walks, and a hit by pitch. Got a no decision. But for the year, the small sample size, kid has been great. And right now will probably be our number one starter if we do make that playoffs. Or when we do make the playoffs. Or when the playoffs start. That's what you want to hear, Jazz? When the playoffs start, Nolan McLean will be our number one starter. How's that? With his 4-1 record. You know what I'm saying? 119 ERA. 149 opponent's batting average. Gotta be him. Nobody else. It's gotta be him. I don't think there's anything anybody else could do right now to take that away from him. Oh my gosh, Ken, you're funny. Yeah, that's gonna be interesting. That's gonna be interesting as Mendoza hinted that, well, told us that Holmes will start on Tuesday and Manaea could possibly piggyback. He did say, depending on what happened today, I took that as maybe they would, if they needed to use Manaea out of the bullpen today, maybe they would do that. Now that hasn't happened, who came out of the bullpen today? I think it was Garrett again, unfortunately. Stanek, obviously, Rayleigh, and Diaz. Got a day off tomorrow. But why not? Why not? Listen, try it. Try it. When he came off the IL, that was his first. What? He struck out 7 in 4 innings. Yeah, the game went into extra innings, and he ended up giving it up. But did pretty damn good. So I would try that again. Hopefully this time we go Holmes, Mania, go home, baby. See you on Wednesday with a nice W, and keep it going. Listen, it's about getting hot at the right time, right? It's only 12 games left. But if you actually get hot and have one of these great months, month and a half, then that may be all it takes. It will be the most improbable run to a World Series and a parade of them Canyon Heroes that you will ever see, in my opinion. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I see somebody mention Rogers. I really didn't really want to go there. Because I really don't have that stuff ready right now. We was trying to get it ready, but just run out of time. When you really try to do a prepared show, you really run out of time. When you talk as much crap as you do, you got 30 minutes into the show, you haven't even gotten to what you really wanted to get to. But during this 8-game losing streak that ended today, ladies and gentlemen, we've seen all the same problems that we've seen all season. We've seen lack of innings from the starting pitching. We've seen lack of productions from the bullpen. We've seen lack of production from the offense. But we're going to go to the bullpen real quick. We're going to go to the pitching struggles real quick, Quays. My bad. Just somebody bring up Rogers, and I know we were trying to get it, and you probably won't have it. But when you talk about Tyler Rogers, is his fucking name, right? I even forget the dude's name. He actually hasn't been terrible during an 8-game losing streak. Is a guy like Gregory Soto, who in 3 games has a 16.2 ERA in 3 1/3 innings pitched. Six hits, 6 runs. Give up a home run. 2 hit by pitches. Who's the other guy? Reed Garrett. Reed Garrett in 3 games during this 8-game losing streak. We saw yesterday what he did. Even today. Did he give it up today? Did he give up any runs today? I got to check. But a 10-1-3 ERA in 3 games. 0-1, 2 2/3, 6 hits, 3 runs. Just bad stuff. A walk, a hit by pitch. Ryan Stanek. Oh my gosh. Come on, don't do this to me, man. What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? Why are you gonna do that to me while I'm looking at the numbers? Ryan Stanek. 3 games over the 8-game losing streak. 7.36 ERA. 3 2/3 innings pitched. 4 hits, 3 runs, home run, 2 base on balls, 5 strikeouts. But he was good today. I've thought that, Cindy. And when he does well, like today, that energy coming off the mounds, let's fucking go. You need that. And when he's good and he comes in and shuts it down, he definitely gives you energy. But more often than not, he's been giving us agita. Who else? Who else we want to look at during this run? You know who hasn't been good, ladies and gentlemen? And we talked about it as the last time I think we did this. It was after his first start, and we were looking to see how the second one would look. Jonathan, who during this 8-game losing streak has started 2 games. 0-2, 6 2/3. Didn't even get out the first inning, the last start. 13.50 ERA, 7 hits, 10 runs. The walks, 7 walks, 7 walks. The 3 home runs, they were what? 2 solo, the 2-run homer, all came in one start. But the reality is, the kid probably shouldn't be up here. Jonathan probably should not be up here. And we're not going to fault him, and we're not going to say that he's bust or he's not going to be any good or anything like that, or that he shouldn't even pitch anymore. If anything, I can't wait to see him pitch again. I want to see how he bounces back. I really do. I like the kid. Kind of felt bad for him. But he needs to be better as well. Someone who has been really good, and again, I apologize because we don't have as many of the pitching numbers ready. Sometimes we get a little biased towards the hitting, but I do have him in front of me. Brandon Sproat, 2 starts. That has not been a struggle. 2 starts during his 8-game losing streak. 0-1. Not his fault. 2.25 ERA. 2 quality starts. 12 innings pitched. 9 hits, 3 earned runs. 4 base on balls. 10 strikeouts. But pretty good. Pretty good. I don't know if I wish we had Buto. Can we send Surge down to AA? That's funny. That's funny. Let's see. What else we got here with the pitching? Obviously, Shamanaya, brutal. David Peterson, brutal. Both of these guys in their starts during this losing streak. Big contributors to this losing streak. Huge contributors to this losing streak. And of course, we know Kodai Senga, who now finds himself in the minors. And I think they're pretty damn good in the minors. But we don't care. We don't care. I don't even know why he doesn't show up here. That's interesting. Maybe because he's in the minors. But he still made a start. He should show up here. I think he made a start. But Manaya in his start. 5 innings, 4 runs. 2 home runs. A hit by pitch, 5 strikeouts. Just brutal. Brutal. I think we did David Peterson, right? 7 hits, 3 runs. His start. Ended up with a no decision, 8 strikeouts. But just can't finish it. Just can't finish it. 1 walk. That's not bad. Who else? Clay Holmes. Brutal. Brutal. His 1 start during his losing streak. 4 innings. 6 hits, 4 runs. And I'm a Clay Holmes fan. 3 walks. 2 hit by pitches. Only 5 strikeouts. Well, he's not really a strikeout guy. And of course, the great Ryan Helsley. In 3 games during this losing streak, 6 ERA. As he had 1 good outing, 1 so-so. Four hits, 2 runs. Right? So not brutal. Not brutal. 3 strikeouts. Home run. But the pitch has been bad. The pitch has been bad. If you can't pitch, you can't win. It's hard to win when you can't pitch. Yeah. And rather Stanek over both of them. Shout out to Brazoban, who I was calling for. Shout out to Brazoban, who came in there, what was it, Saturday, and kept us in the game. Gave us a chance to win, even if we didn't. And got rewarded with a send back to the minors. Or was that Friday? Might have been Friday. I forget. Might have been we rewarded by being sent down to the minors. Yeah, I don't trust them either, them easy. I don't trust any of them. I don't trust any of them. Yes, another guy who wanted to come here and be part of what we was doing and be part of helping us win and go into the playoffs. That's what he said. I didn't say it. That's what he said. He showed out in Baltimore when we were there because he wanted to show us. And instead, he's coming in and helped wreck our season. Yup. Incredible. Only the Mets is right. Only the Mets is right. But it hasn't just been the pitchers, ladies and gentlemen. It hasn't just been the pitching. The offense hasn't been too much good either. Yeah, they were hot for a while. But mainly our main guys. Mainly our main guys. When you talk about a guy like Lindor, who during the 8-game losing streak has just been brutal. Right? In 32 at bats, 6 hits, 3 doubles. No home runs, 4 runs, 6 strikeouts, a 517 OPS. 517 OPS. And we know as Lindor goes, the Mets go. As Lindor goes, the Mets go. For whatever reason. Soto could have the player of the month in June. He could have a phenomenal July. Well, he didn't have a phenomenal July. A phenomenal August. It doesn't translate to winning for whatever reason. He could hit what we could deem a big home run yesterday to give us that insurance run. For some reason, we lose. But Pete Alonso have a walk-off like he did today. I don't understand. A guy that I'm very supportive of, and for whatever reason, finds himself with the game in the balance a lot, or with a chance to do some damage, is my guy Brandon Nimmo. And when we talk about horrendous, when we talk about brutal, there's been nobody more brutal than a damn Brandon Nimmo right now. And this 8-game losing streak that we just finished today. In his 30 at bats, 5 hits, 10 strikeouts, 10 strikeouts, only 2 walks. Mr. On base percentage Nimmo with a 212 on base percentage in that 8-game losing streak. A 379 OPS, even worse than Lindor. And he's batting in the middle of the lineup. And it seems like he has 1, 2 opportunities every damn game to drive in a pivotal run. I love Brandon Nimmo, but this ain't it, my brother. This is just not it. I don't know if it's the neck. I don't know if it's the hip rotation, as Ken just said. I don't know if it's his new launch angle Nimmo, but yeah. I want a balance between the old Nimmo and the newfound power Nimmo. And everything I think he's finding it, he totally loses it. But just brutal. After we were saying we got to stop calling him the Flab 4, so far, those 2 guys, Flab 2. Then you got Pete. Pete, who even when he struggles, seems to drive in runs. And it seems like almost all his runs are big because Pete's another guy. I mean, you're batting 4th and 5th, 3, 4, 5, whatever the hell it is. You're going to find yourself with opportunities to impact the game. I love Pete. 8-game losing streak, 555 OPS. No home runs. 1 RBI. Nah, that's got to be a mistake. You're right. You sure about that, Kweisi? Because this is ugly. Ugly. 12 strikeouts. You can't win games like that. You can't win games, and you can't if you can't pitch and you can't hit. At least if you're hitting and you're out slugging teams, then you put up with the pitching and you hope you figure it out. In the beginning of the season, this team wasn't hitting, especially runners in scoring position. That's gotten a lot better now, although not doing this hitting streak, not doing this losing streak. And I don't have those right now in front of me. But maybe I can look at the overall and even individually. We have time. But we don't want to do too much more than an hour here. I don't even really want to do an hour. But when we get talking sometimes. But this ain't it. Whatever it is, this ain't it. Today was it, though. That walk-off home run, that was it. That's what we need. I kind of like that when they did that for a little bit, too. I really did. But then they started losing, and they kind of like went away from it and went back to Soto batting second and all that nonsense. But you add to this my guy, Mark Vientos, who has been better. He's been better. But he hasn't been good during the 8-game losing streak. 670 OPS, a double home run, 2 runs, 2 RBIs, 9 strikeouts. My bad. I want to see. Four walks during that time. Oh, listen. That sounds familiar. That right there sounds like something like my guy Russ has been saying all along. I don't know if that's you, Russ, but that sounds like my guy Russ. Yeah, Dolo. Yeah, they showed my stupid ass acting up. I was actually back there trying to. I was right behind the dugout. Like, yo, let's go. Refuse to lose, man. Refuse to lose. Let's do what we haven't done all year and make this win this game after losing in the 8th. When there's 2 outs, I'm like, yo, refuse to make the last out. That didn't last long, as Vientos took care of that real quick. So that's what they first showed, and then they showed me after the last out, just disgusted with what I just watched. Now, something that's been unexplainable is when Soto's going, the team doesn't follow. Again, Lindor does well, the team follows. Soto does well. I don't know if he hates them, they hate him. I don't know what the hell is going on. But during this 8-game losing streak, look at these numbers, ladies and gentlemen. You really can't do much more than this. You can, right? Because you can make numbers look any way you want. And I don't think it's fair to put offensive struggles above Juan Soto numbers right now. So we may have to take that down. But what we're talking about overall is the offensive struggles and how he has not been part of that. He hasn't been part of that. 10 hits, double, 3 home runs. Now, here's the thing, though. A double, 3 home runs, 5 RBIs. Is that because guys are not getting on? Or is that because squandered opportunities? Or is that a little bit of both? I think it's a little bit of both. When you have 3 home runs and a double, I would like to see more than 5 RBIs. But the problem is, we do get a lot of Juan Solos. We got a Juan Solo yesterday that could have been good. Why you do that to me, Quays? But gotta give him credit, man. 968 OPS during his 8 game losing streak. He definitely hasn't been the problem. But in my opinion, could still do a little bit more. By maybe a timely hit, right? The hit in the right spot. We've still seen him with a chance to impact the game. Strike out, roll over, pop it up. I didn't see that today. I didn't see his reaction. But listen, man, I'm not gonna go there because I can get in trouble. But yeah, there's a lot of things that I don't like about Soto and not incorporating himself to the things that the team does. The whole you never see him do this. You don't really see him do this, especially now if he hits a home run. They all do it as they run the bases. They do it towards the bullpen. They do it as they come home. He don't do it. We know the whole. If he's on base, somebody hits a home run. He goes in the dugout. Lately, we've seen him wait a couple of times, especially maybe if P hits it and he's on base. Always in the little corner of the dugout over there with Marte and the other Dominicans. And we've talked about it for years. But yeah, this clicks. But that was a good thing about Jose Iglesias. He was able to bring the clicks together. But we haven't had, as Lynn says, he was in the power today after the home run. But I don't know. At the end of the day, yeah, you're right, Will. That is the mental hole. A lot of solo home runs. That's what I appreciate about Vientos. Vientos hits home runs with guys on base. But I gotta be honest, guys, and listen, we know he stinks. He's a zero at the plate, pretty much. Oh, he may run into one. Hector, he has power. I'm hoping that Jose Siri could be that guy that is able to mix things together. You know what I'm saying? Bring the clicks together, like I feel that Iglesias did. On Friday, I think it was Friday, I was sitting right behind first base. Yeah, it was Friday, right? Yeah, because yesterday Kweisi and I, well, we were behind first base as well, but Friday I was field level. Yesterday Kweisi and I were on the second level. Um, and you see Siri all throughout the first few innings and throughout the game, pretty much going up and on the dugout as they coming in. Let's go throughout the inning. Let's go, clapping, shouting at the hitters like, let's go. You know what I'm saying? And it's something that we haven't really seen with this team. And it's hard when you're not playing well, you're losing games. Like, it's hard to be all rah, rah, rah and all that good stuff. But at the same time, sometimes you need some of that. Besides that, like who's gonna be the one to crack the jokes in the clubhouse? I was even saying earlier today, maybe they need somebody to just sit and start talking ball. And instead of everybody leaving right after the game, next thing you know, like, man, guys, holy crap. It's 2 a.m. and we're still here in the clubhouse just talking ball, just having, whatever. Instead of the structured meetings that they have every day, the structured conversations about data or whatever that they have every day. Not just an honest conversation, like, I don't know. I don't even know how it happens organically. Maybe a couple of guys just start talking and some guys just get involved, and next thing you know, the whole team is involved. Or the majority of the team. And again, next thing you know, maybe even a couple of coaches like, oh, what's going on in there? Hey guys, what's going on? We're just talking ball, man. Just trying to see what's going on, trying to figure this out. I don't know. Maybe it starts with a conversation with Juan Soto and I don't know, Tyler Rogers. Just start talking after the game. Next thing people listen in, Siri walks by. Hey, oh, people start gathering. How does that start? I don't know. Maybe Soto says to Stanek or to Helgert, hey Kev, what do you see? What do you feel? And just an honest conversation. I don't know. At the same time, what do? We read too much into things. We read too much into things sometimes, right? Especially when the team is losing. Sometimes perception is reality, sometimes it isn't. Bottom line, at the end of the day, what we need is for this team to start winning. What we need is for this team to start winning. I said I was going to share something before, and I totally forgot. But I did because when we talk about hope, and again, sometimes we listen to these guys speak, and it's like, I don't want to hear it anymore. And yesterday, listen to Soto speak, and it was like one little clip that came out, and I was like, yo, dude. And I think it was this. But when I listened to the entirety of his whole post-game conference, it actually made me feel a little good. But listen to him talking about hope. 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 What do you tell the fans right now, Juan? What do you tell the fans right now? What do you tell the
What would
fans?
your message to the fans be of why this thing could get turned around?
Keep hoping, because we're gonna turn this around. We going out there, we're giving our 100% every night. So there's nothing else we can do. We just playing hard, busting our ass, and seeing what happens.
What would your message?
Keep hoping. Keep hoping. So again, my guy Chat Jazz earlier. We got hope. We'll keep hoping. I'll keep hoping, Juan. But you gotta start winning, my guy. You gotta start winning. You gotta start winning. One thing, anybody that was in the space earlier today, and I talked about this, and I played this clip, right? I played this clip because something that I'm tired of hearing. And again, the entirety of this clip right here, I don't hate what Carlos Mendoza is saying. Is how it starts is what I hate because I'm tired of hearing it. I'm tired of hearing it. Let's listen to this. Let's have some fun, ladies and gentlemen, as we get out of here. As we get ready to get out of here. Let's have some fun. And obviously, this is courtesy of SNY through X, all that good stuff. Got to give credit where credit is due. But here we go.
Yesterday, you said you guys were not playing fundamentally good baseball. How can that be cleaned up?
Yeah, I mean, we got good players. I know the coaches.
We got good players. There's a lot of talented guys in there. We got good players. There's a lot of talented guys in there. We got good players. I am sick and tired of hearing that. Sick and tired. Now the rest
Are working really hard. We're going over the details, kind of reviewing some of the things that we're not doing well. But we got to go out there and execute. We could do everything here in our power, and then we got to go out there and do it, right? But again, knowing that the coaches are doing their job and addressing those situations with the players.
Now that was this morning. Last night we heard a lot of really no answers. No answers. It's the same thing. We're working hard. And it's just gonna happen. Edwin Diaz last night after the game. Let's listen in real quick. I don't know why the hell we've gone here, but let's have fun. Let's have fun. Let's go, Quays. Where we at? Bring me back. Clips.
The mentality, the feel in this clubhouse right now.
We are pushing all to the same way. We are working hard to get through this moment right now. We all want to win. We have it up front on us. So we are all in the same direction. We want to win games. Just find a way to win.
Find a way to win. Find a way to win. The question is, how do you find a way to win? And when you lose as much as this team has been losing, right, it snowballs. And now you start pressing. And now you start trying too hard. Sometimes you could try too hard. Sometimes you could actually try too hard. Let's see. Let's see if we find anything else that's worth it. That was Mendy last night talking about we got to get it going here fast. Him talking about taking Sprout out. Maybe we should have listened into this. Again, the velocity, the whole velocity thing. Listen, let's hope the kid is okay. Damn well we haven't been finished the job. You're damn right we haven't finished the job. It didn't look like Sprout was worried about anything. I'll tell you that much. Listen to him after yesterday and about being pulled out.
Let's mention that reason he took you out was just because of the velocity drop. Any reason why, if you're feeling physically okay?
Yeah, I mean, I'm good. My goal is just go out there and just pitch as long as I can, compete for as long as I can until they take the ball from me. You know, I respect their call. It's his call, and I also trust our bullpen behind me. So,
did you have any thought though as to why the velocity dipped there?
No, like I said, my only thought is go out there and just keep going for as long as I can.
Let's mention that.
Listen, I hope this kid is okay. I hope this kid is okay. I should have checked if there's any new sound bites from today. Listen, I respect the dude. I appreciate the accountability every day. We hear from him every day. But this is another one I'm tired of. I have to get it done. I have to get it done. And listen to my guy Francisco last night.
Francisco, I mean, you've said it, and everybody keeps saying it, that the guys are approaching things the right way. The mentality is right. The work is right. The talent is here. Why then do you think that it just is not coming together still at this point?
Not quite sure. We just got to get it done. We have to get it done. I have to get it done. If we want to do what we came to spring training day one to try to do, we have to get it done. You know, it's that time of the year. It's everybody has that sense of urgency, but for some reason we haven't been able to close out games. So it's one of those where everybody's looking at each other in the eye and saying, keep pushing, you know, keep fighting for each other, keep playing for each other. And, you know, I feel like a lot of people are doing the right thing, and the crowd is supporting us, is there with us, fighting for us. And we all here fighting for each other. You know, it's a tough position to be in, but at the end of the day, it's on us. It comes down to on us. You know, the front office has done a fantastic job. It comes down on us, the players, to get it done. And I myself feel like I have to do a lot more to help this team win.
Francisco, I mean, you've said it, and
Listen,
everybody keeps saying it, that
I'll give
the guys are
Gelbs
approaching
credit. Gelbs and a couple of Gelbs and a couple of other the reporters who asked consistently, like, okay, you guys keep talking about things are gonna change, things are gonna get better, the talent and all, but like, why? Like, and the truth is, they really have no answers. They really have no answers. They really had no answers. But we're about to hit an hour here. I think we hit an hour. We're past an hour, and now we're just playing clips and stuff. But listen, ladies and gentlemen, it's a long season, as Jazz said earlier. It's a marathon. It just hasn't been a fun one. The reality is, it hasn't been fun. It hasn't been fun, right? And again, for whatever reason, this team has been missing that it factor. Whatever it is, it just hasn't had it. Last year, it was Grimace. It was OMG. It was many things. It was Hatua. It was the rally pin for a little while. It was the 27 ounce Mets. they figured out a way to make it happen. Shout out to Keith McPherson who kept saying it. Make it happen, Mets. They make things happen. Not this team. The it this year is finding ways to lose. And nobody likes that. Nobody wants to deal with that. Nobody wants to root for that. Nobody wants to watch that. Nobody enjoys that. There are now 10 games left. There are now 10 games left, 12 games left. Can this team figure it out? But to that point, Will, so you're going to make me play a soundbite that I almost played and I said, nah, I'm not going to play it. But to your point of they all have the sound of they can't wait till the season is over. Let's hear what Francisco Lindor has to say about that. How about them apples? What do you think? Let's hear that. Here we go.
About the snowball. Is that a helpless feeling for you guys when it just feels like if one thing goes wrong, you're not going to be able to turn it back?
No, not at all. I mean, just today I felt, and I'm pretty sure the whole team felt like we were in it the whole entire time. You know, it's just even ninth inning, I didn't catch that ball. I still felt like we were going to come back and win that game. You know, we had opportunities. Juan Soto again having fantastic at bats. Mauricio coming off the bench, having a great at bat. You know, it's just no one here has felt like, all right, we're done. You know, and I don't think the personality that we have, no one's here is going to feel like we're done. We're going to fight to the last day, and hopefully, the last day of the year, we're in a position where we can continue to play the game.
About the snowball. Is that a
So they don't feel like they're done. See, like I said, sometimes we read too much into it. And sometimes it may look a certain way because obviously when you lose, nobody's happy. Will a day off ruin the momentum? I hope not. The parabolic microphone was the it. Maybe the it for the Phillies. You know? The bottom line is you got to go out there and win. Got to get better pitching. Got to get better pitching, but got to find ways to win. Got to refuse to lose. Got to refuse to lose and find ways to win. That's what we need from this team. Let's see if there's anything worth playing from today. Give me a second. Okay, so I guess Mendoza confirmed that they will piggyback, and again he left it open. Let's see. Let's listen to this. I haven't listened to this. This is going to be us finding it in real time. Go ahead, Kweisi.
Is the plan now officially to piggyback Holmes and Anaya?
That's the plan, yes.
How long roughly will Holmes go? Will each of them go?
Yeah, I think it depends what kind of lineup we get and where we are in the game. That's the plan, but we got to be able to make adjustments and be flexible. But we
really?
see
because we were questioning that a little while ago, Carlos. Are we making adjustments after we have a plan? It's okay to have a plan, but we gotta make adjustments. And you know what, man? Let's have some damn fun. Let's listen to Alvy, see what he got to say about McLean today. As the headline says, he impresses me every day when he's on the mound. Let's see.
What impressed you about McLean today? He impressed me every day when he's in the mound. I mean, he's a guy, he can move the ball around. He can control every pitch. So that's what makes him so good. What impressed you?
So I guess Alvy decided to start speaking English again. These guys make me laugh with these interviews, man. Let's see. Let's listen to more Alvy today. Because I guess Alvy had a good game today, huh? Again, ladies and gentlemen, I actually didn't watch today.
And you've got two different fingers that are injured, but you're playing right through it.
Like I said, when I coming back from the injury, I just want to play and win baseball games, and that's it. Like, I don't think about it.
How are you feeling physically? Your hand, you've got.
So ask him how he's feeling. Oh boy, Pete, who sometimes I can't stand to listen to, but let's see what Pete got to say today.
I mean, that was big time.
Motion like in the dugout those last few innings, especially after that double play.
I mean, that was massive. I mean, Nolan getting out of that. I mean, that was big time, and for us, like there's never a doubt the entire day. I mean, we obviously were motivated as ever to to make it happen. And I mean, the bullpen did a fantastic job. I mean, that's a really good offense over there, and for them to only keep them at 2 runs all day is really it's legit. I mean, it was a phenomenal performance. They kept the offense in the game, and just really happy we were able to do it in the end and come through.
Whatever, Pete. Let's listen to Nolan McLean. And where were you when Pete hits the walk off?
What was your reaction to Pete's home run?
I think we all were yelling pretty good. I was just getting done in the training room, and we were pretty hype in there. So it's awesome to get us back in the win column.
What was your reaction to Pete's?
Every walk off homer is sick.
Giving those out steak and they lose a 9th in a row. And
I mean, yeah, every walk-off homer is sick. So I mean, it's all of them are. I mean, there's no way to rank that one up. But I mean, again, awesome is a phenomenal feeling. I mean, it's just, and yeah, of course, there's a lot of meaning to that one. But for where we are as a team, but yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I can't rank that right now. But again, any walk-off homer is legit. So. Super happy I was able to help the team there on the 10th.
Listen, man. The good thing is we got a W, man. We got a much-needed W. It came in a walk-off fashion. Sometimes those things could snowball. Now, listen. Yeah, you guys probably right. Maybe you wish you were playing tomorrow so it could carry over. Maybe the day off doesn't kill momentum. Will says there's no hunger to get back out there tomorrow. Well, they don't have to get back out there tomorrow, Will, so don't worry about tomorrow. Hopefully there's hunger to get back out there on Tuesday. Hopefully, we're going to get back out there on Tuesday. But we needed that win. We needed that win. They needed that win. They needed that win. Let's listen to Mendy real quick. Real quick, talking about. Hold on. What the hell? There we go. This was today after the game.
I'm sure you could imagine, what this press conference would be like if it had been 9th loss in a row. How important was this win just to sort of allow everyone to take a deep breath and reframe what's going on here?
Every game now is important, but especially now in the middle of this losing streak that we were on, going into an off day, kind of give those guys a little bit of breather there, and then enjoy the off day tomorrow. And then now it becomes 11, 12 games that we got left. We're right there, So, but it was important. It was important. Not gonna lie, we needed that one.
I'm sure you could imagine.
We needed that one. And you can tell right there as he let out a. We needed that. We needed that. But yeah, man. Listen, 12 games left. Again, shout out to my guy Randy, who implored fans this morning. You gotta believe. We're still a playoff team. If the season ended today, all that is true. All that is true. While it's also true that this team doesn't seem to have it this season, today's win notwithstanding. Can we figure out a rotation in the next 12 days? Can this offense stay hot or get hot and stay hot in the next 12 days? Can Carlos Mendoza become a better manager in the next 12 days? It's a lot of questions. Will we be able to get satisfactory answers over these next 12 games that will be played out over the next, 13, 14 days, as there is a day off tomorrow? I think there may be one more day off, and then that's that. Let's stop guessing. Heck, let's take a look real quick. Yeah. So 2 more days off. Can this team find it? Can this team find a reliable bridge to what we hope is a reliable closer? Can they figure that out in the next 12 days? Can Carlos Mendoza figure out the right balance of when, and it should be when not, to take out my guy Mark Vientos with these stupid defensive replacements, and then we get his turn of the lineup coming up, and we got to watch Luis Angel Acuna or somebody else. At least yesterday, Ronnie came in and got the hit. It's a lot of ifs. It's a lot of questions. Very little time. Very little time. This could either be a great finish, or I don't even know what the hell to call the alternative. I'm rooting for a great finish. No matter what you may think, no matter what the title may say, I am hoping against hope that we do find that it. Yes, I am. Because at the end of the day, that's the last thing that goes. Is hope. But yeah, the team has played bad even when they win the games. I don't know who Mendoza trusts. I don't know if it's that he doesn't trust Vientos or is, again, just trying to go too much with what the book says. We got to get the defensive guys in at the end of the game. To hell with that crap. To hell with that crap. But we appreciate you, ladies and gentlemen. Appreciate everybody that came in. Appreciate the 300 and plus of you beautiful people. Again, I know there was alternatives tonight. There's always alternatives. But I know there was alternatives as far as Mets content. So we appreciate you. Don't forget, hit that thumbs up. Hit that thumbs up over on the YouTube. Help the algorithm out. We should be back tomorrow with Mets Talk on Footer with my guy Eddie. Chopping up a little bit more about this and other stuff. But let's hope that today is the turnaround that we've been waiting for. Whatever that is. Whatever that may lead to. Listen, I was talking to a couple of the guys yesterday. Shout out to my homie Ralph. Shout out to Kweisi, man. Appreciate you, brother. But shout out to Kweisi. Appreciate him for what he helps out here. We were talking about yesterday and counting down the games. It is now what? 6 home games left that we know are guaranteed. And we were talking about how many of them we're going to try to be there for, because once they're done, we'll be wishing we had a game to go to. We'll see what happens. Appreciate you, man. Everybody have a good night. Sunday fun day. Sunday fun day wasn't all bad. Sunday fun day wasn't all bad. Even with the Giants, seems like it was a little bit of fun. Hasn't quite been the summer of fun we were hoping for. But I forgot what somebody coined it in one of the lives. But if the fall turns out to be fun, then that's what really matters. And if we could go have that big kick celebration down at the Canyon of Heroes, oh boy. Oh boy. But it's going to be interesting. It doesn't get any easier. It doesn't get any easier. You guys know how I feel. I don't want to see the San Diego Padres ever again. And guess who we got coming in this week? The San Diego Padres. Should be fun. Have a good night, everybody. And as always, let's go Mets, baby. Peace.
Full of animals and we made ourselves with minimal. Fuck you, no subliminals. Putting in this work, nigga. That's why they feelings hurt, nigga. Swear we need a hearse cause we rep our shites to the dirt, nigga. If I'm in the club,